Hello and welcome to another video. After seeing Archie's video, the film geek on his favourite films for the last 5 years, I had an idea and I thought I'd talk about my favourite films from maybe each decade. So, for some reason I've picked the 70s for this reason, but I think I'll go later. Maybe, it depends how many films I've got, things like that. Talk about the 50s I think next, because I've quite some bangers there. So yeah, I'll just go through them. I've got some on physical, but there's some honourable mentions first. Chinatown, I do have F is for Ferk. F for Ferk, I recommend watching that. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Chinatown, Life of Brian, obviously the Star Wars. But, yeah. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because that's a banger. And Yakuza, The Way of the Samurai, or whatever it's called. But yeah, I have got some here, and I'm just going to just pick them up, talk about them for a few seconds. I've not put these in any order, and I'll tell you the rating I've given them. I think the higher ones are at the end, maybe. We'll find out. But first, we have A Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick. I think this film's a masterpiece in the way of cinematography, the performances in it. Obviously Kubrick's fantastic at this area of his career, and it's not my favourite Kubrick. I want to say, yeah, it's not my favourite Kubrick, but it is up there. Because on this list, I think the 70s is probably one of my favourite decades of all time for cinema. But I think there's a better Kubrick film than this, and it's in the list. But yes, that was Clockwork Orange. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Violent, gory, mind-boggling, brilliance from Kubrick as always. Next is Al Pacino in Dog Day Afternoon. I spoke about this film, more people need to see, and I don't really need to say much else about it. It's a brilliant performance from Pacino, of course, because it's Pacino, and it's got a really interesting story, and you sort of feel for the characters during the film, during the heist, and it's really enjoyable. I highly recommend it. So that was Dog Day Afternoon. Probably my favourite Kubrick film. I don't think enough people have seen it. You can be put off by the runtime of it's 185 minutes. Not too bad, but that is Barry Lyndon. When I first watched this film, I was blown up. Oh, Dog Day Afternoon's a 4.5. Barry Lyndon's a 4.5 at the moment, but I could see it going up very soon. Because I need to rewatch it just to make sure. But this film is brilliant. The storytelling, the cinematography I always find brilliant, because not enough people give it credit. How much Kubrick had to go into it with like using candlelight, so he had to change camera lenses and things like that, and modify them and things like that. I just find brilliant, and Kubrick does not get enough love for this film, and more people should see it. And I really recommend the HMV Premium, because look at that cover, it's stunning. I think these are all 5s, so we'll go with the only criterion in this, sadly. I do plan on watching more 70s films, and that is a film I watched last year for the first time. Maybe it was the year before, and I couldn't believe how good it was, and that is Stalker by Tarkovsky. I don't know how to describe this film, except mind-boggling, mind-fucking, stunning brilliance, and that's all I really need to say about this film. Cinematography, I absolutely love. For some reason, when I watched it, I got drawn into the film and really felt something, like a new experience of cinema, and I absolutely loved it. And I really wish more people would watch sort of more Russian cinema, because films like this, and when did come out? 85. Like, these two films are both masterpieces in my eyes. Both will leave you thinking for days after, and thinking about life, but they are just brilliant masterpieces. So that was Stalker by Tarkovsky. Cheers, Dan and Will. You know, you're going to take piss out me for probably saying it wrong. Probably Scorsese's best film. Maybe with Casino or Goodfellas. And that is an absolute classic. Some people have watched this recently. Jake, I'm looking at you. And it is Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro in it. Just, there's not much to really need to say about this film. And Stalker's a 5. This is a 5 as well. An absolute classic of a film. And De Niro's performance is just outstanding. Him and Scorsese working together, I absolutely love. So, Raging Bull and The Irishman, obviously. But I wish they did more. So yeah, I'm not going to say much. Brilliant performances. There's some violence, there's some gore, but it's a brilliant mental sort of thriller of someone's psyche, and Joker just ripped it off. That and another De Niro film, what does not get enough credit. Another film by Scorsese, what I love, King of Comedy, and you can just tell how Joker ripped it off, because it's not a good film. Joker's rubbish. It's alright, it could be a lot better. Another film, I don't think it's spoken about enough, and I always forget this has got art cards in, so I might put them up, because I'll show you this art card first, because look at that. The man on this card, not the little kid. This actor is one of the greatest of all time, and people don't give him enough credit, and that is Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now. This film by Francis Ford Coppola is just brilliant. Of course, the cinematography is stunning and things like that, but there's something about this film what is just outstanding, and I absolutely love. And you obviously have some brilliant side casts of like Samuel L. Jackson and Harrison Ford and this little man, if it's going to show about the glint, Martin Sheen. Brilliant performance from him. There's some Robert Duvall, things like that. Lawrence Fishburne. There's some brilliant performance in this film, and the cinematography is outstanding, and it's Coppola's best film. But there's another film he did in this era of the 70s. But Apocalypse Now, I have got another version of Apocalypse Now. What I might do as a giveaway if I hit a decent milestone, and I have the other edition of Apocalypse Now on Blu-ray, so I might do a giveaway for that if I eventually hit a good sub goal, because I think I'm on 22 at the moment. So please subscribe and I'll give that away if Will lets me. I think he will, because he loves me, as I say nearly everything. But yeah, this trilogy only has 2 good films out of the 3, sadly. I do need to see the new remake of the third one, or the re-edit of the third one, and that is The Godfather. Brilliant sort of storytelling, gangster, mafia, and all the way through, Coppola takes you on this journey, and it's fantastic. You have people like Marlon Brando in it, who has an outstanding performance in the first one. You've got Pacino all the way running through, and Pacino's fantastic as always. But in the second one, what I think I prefer over the first one is that storytelling between the start of the mob family to obviously Pacino's character, and the evolution of them sort of working through it and things like that. But I wish I got the original release of this, but I don't know what the difference is really. Might have more special features, but that's the back. But yeah, just a fantastic sort of trilogy of films. I don't know how I've talked for 10 minutes. This is probably going to be a crap boring video. So yeah, everyone please subscribe, and I can give Apocalypse away now. And I, again, got the Zaichi box set yesterday. Check it out in my videos and my channel. It'll be the one after this, before this. And yeah, everyone have a fantastic day. I'll try your best. Put a smile on your face and try and have a nice day. Right, I don't know why I'm rambling. I'm trying to get it to 10 minutes. That had money in it. And I only get about 10 views. So thanks everyone, and peace.